this video, I'm going to be sharing with you exactly how I figured out how to make over $10,000 per month in my early 20s without a college degree, and most importantly, how I did it from home. This business is a business that a lot of people don't know of. I'm going to give you guys exactly how I figured it out. Now, first, I want to give you guys some real evidence and some real data. So let's go into my screen here. I'm going to share with you real bank statements and real proof, and then wait till the end. I'm actually going to share with you guys a real live sales call that I just did to prove to you guys that you can make money doing this if you take this advice. So let me share with you my first way that I figured out how to make over $10,000 per month. Let's jump into it. All right, guys, so I want to give you guys some real evidence, some real data, and some numbers. This is how I earned over $10,000 per month with this business idea. Where it all started, May 25th of 2022. I learned about this possible business opportunity. I said, I'm going to jump on in. I quit my job, and I had $6,000 in my business checking account that I had. And I figured, hey, I'm going to make this thing work. Now you can see here, I want to give you some real results and data before we jump in. You can see this insurance company, Mutual of Omaha, paid me $37. You can see this SUSA Life paid me $50 that same day. Another insurance company paid me $427. Another incoming check here of $1,889. Guaranteed Trust Life paid me nearly $600. $93, $31, $49, $107. And basically, this business that I'm going to share with you is a sales position where you can actually have the insurance company pay you a ton of money each and every day. But you can see here in that month, I turned $1,749.49 into $39,000 of commissions. You might ask how? That's what I'm going to explain to you after this here. But ultimately, you can see here my ad spend. I was generating ads. You're going to see here on Facebook, which was $1,747. And I wrote $39,000 of business, which is going to pay out about $38,000 of potential commissions in the next 12 months. So I'm going to break that down for you. But the strategy was really based on, it's pretty simple. Frameworks were generate leads on Facebook. You can see here, was able to, here's my look in my ads library. You can see here, generate leads, sometimes $8, $3. And then you can see the calls per lead, average 15 leads for $6.04. So it was marketing. We were selling final expense burial insurance, which I'm going to share with you here in a second, how we did that and why it's so lucrative. But we would have ad images like this. I'd go ahead and market like an ad, like a funny ad. Here's an exact ad that was being used. How do you pay for your funeral expenses? Do you have an affordable plan? Have that, and then have a learn more button. This learn more button will then take them to a lead form. They fill out the lead form. I have their first name, their last name, and I have their cell phone number, and I have a way to contact them. And I'm going to sell them, but I'm going to jump into that detailed here. Basically, what I do is get them on the phone. I'd call that lead that I just generated, and I'd sell them. You can see here in this picture, I sold 5 families in one day. That was probably like a $4,000 to $5,000 commission. I'm going to share with you why. And then also as well, another picture here, late night selling 4 families in a day. So my goal was always to sell 2 to 3 people every single day to get to that income of over earning $10,000. And I smashed it this month. But just some real evidence, so I'm not BSing you. You can see here, when I first got started, I started in June of that year. In just 6 months here, I sold $294,000 of commissionable products, final expense life insurance. So I went from never doing this before. I sold $4,000 my first month because I sucked. And then I turned that into $43,000, $54,000, $79,000, $82,000 of issue paid business. And that's not all profit, but that's commissions that I was earned. Even some months earning a net profit of $26,000 in a month. So let me share with you guys now how I did it and the story of how I got into it and how you can do it as well. And again, make sure you wait till the end. I have a live sales call that you're going to love. So guys, I want to dive into the business concept that has helped me sell over $10,000 per month. And it's strictly by selling final expense life insurance. I stumbled in this life insurance business at the time when I first started this business. I was selling high ticket tree removal for a company. I listened to a podcast about some guy talking about how you can make over $400,000 a year selling life insurance. So I quit my job. You see, I started with around $6,000 in my bank account. And my first few months, I absolutely tanked, lost a ton of money, but was able to quickly change it over and actually learn how to make my first $10,000 more per month. And even as you can see here, even upwards of $20,000 a month selling final expense life insurance. So I want to share with you kind of what we do, how this business has changed my life, but ultimately how it's helped me make my first $10,000 as an entrepreneur. I think one of the things that I always focus on was trying a business that would make me $10,000 a month. I tried eBay reselling, I tried flipping clothes, I tried a lawn care business, I tried, cutting grass, power washing, but this business, final expense life insurance, completely changed my life. So let's dive into what this business is. Basically what we do, as you've seen there, is I sell life insurance. Now we work under a brokerage model. So I work from home and we sell basically final expense burial insurance to seniors who want a fixed income. Now why this is a market, and it's a huge market, I never knew anything about this, that's why I'm sharing this with you, is that there's thousands and thousands of seniors every single day that are looking for an insurance policy that will cover their burial expenses. A lot of people now with inflation and living on fixed incomes, they don't have the money to pay for their funeral expenses, so they buy what's called a final expense life insurance policy that will pay for their burial expenses. So when they pass away, their families are not starting to GoFundMe, their families are knocking on doors, their families actually have the money to pay for their burial. Okay, so a lot of seniors don't have the money in the bank, so they'll buy a life insurance policy that will compensate their family so they can pay for their funeral expenses. Now, let me share with you how we do it. Basically, I'm appointed with multiple different carriers, like Mutual of Omaha. You see how I was getting paid from insurance companies, Mutual of Omaha, Aetna, Prosperity, Guarantee Trust Life. So basically, I am like, hey guys, I want to sell your product. So I submit a contract with them, I get my contracts turned on, and then I basically find the people. So I run Facebook ads or Google ads, or I run ads on social media, which you see Facebook, and I find the people who are interested. Okay, I'll share with you more about the lead generation in a second. And then I call them on the phone and say, I'm gonna go ahead and find you the best policy. So what I do is I speak with Miss Betty, and I tell her, hey, I shop around over 20 companies. I have all these different contracts. She's interested, and then I sell that policy. Now, come to find out, life insurance in general is a high commissional product. I get upwards of 120% commission on the premium that I write. I get upwards of 130 on specific products. So this is a high commissionable product. So what it is basically, I find the person. The way that we find the person is, as you can see, there's an example of an ad on Facebook. We run an ad. They fill out a landing page form, or they fill out a Facebook form that you just take them their first name, you get their last name, you get their email address, and they get your phone number. So you fill out an ad. It's basically, are you looking for life insurance? Have a picture of a casket. Fill out this form. They fill out the form. They get that information, and then I go ahead and take that information. I plug that information into my CRM. Then they become a lead. That lead is then getting messaged, and then inside that CRM, I can actually call them. So what I'm typically doing on a day-to-day basis with this business is calling anywhere from making 150 to 250 dials per day. So I'm actually acquiring these clients outbound. So I'm calling Miss Betty, or I'm calling Mr. Jimmy who filled out the form. Or I'm calling them people who filled out the form maybe 5 days ago, and I'm trying to sell them life insurance. Now, how I sell them life insurance is I use what's called an insurance toolkit quoter. So I'll ask them medical questions, I'll put them in the medical toolkitter, and then it'll spit me out what company I should sell them that's going to have the best rate and have the best policy for them. And then I go ahead and submit an application at that company and say, hey, I have Miss Betty on the line here. We're going to go ahead and submit an application for her life insurance. She wants to go ahead and buy life insurance. And then she gets medically approved, and then I sell her a life insurance policy. And then basically the insurance company is like, Peter, great job for finding this client. We don't have ways to find clients. You're the agent. Thank you for going ahead and finding this client, getting her a policy. Let's go ahead and pay you a high commission product. And then the insurance company will actually pay me in advance. So let's say, for example, I sell a policy that's worth $100 per month. So I take the $100, I times that by 12. That's $1,200. Now I multiply that by my commission rate, which is let's say 130. I take that times that by 130. That's $1,500 that you can make off that policy. Now you multiply that by like an advance. The insurance company is not going to give you all of it. They give you typically 75% of that. So you multiply that by 75% off that policy. For this example, I'd make like $1,170. So really just to break this down is I sit at home, I generate leads on social media, I call people, I shop around the marketplace to find the best plan. I then sign them up for that insurance policy. I get their banking name, I get their banking, I put their beneficiaries down, I get their social, they get approved, and then when they make that policy payment, the insurance company is going to forward me all this money. I pay for my acquisition costs for marketing and what it costs to run the CRM, and then I make the profit on the back end, which is what you've seen here in the previous videos. So I want to share with you guys actually how it goes. I'm going to share with you how a live call works. So This call, I actually thought of this video yesterday, and I figured I'm going to go ahead and actually close someone. So I closed someone yesterday. I want you guys to see me sell it, and on the back end, you're going to see how much money I made. But this business here in general has completely changed my life, selling life insurance from home. Fast forward to now, I own an agency. We did over $2.5 million in sales in the last 13 months. And it's all by doing this strategy and helping agents and helping clients. So hope this video helps you. Let me share with you a real proof and real evidence of how you can make money doing the exact thing that I just told you about. Let's watch. Okay, any heart attacks, strokes, or cancers, or anything like that? Okay, and then with your diabetes, are you on metformin or are you taking insulin? Okay, are you taking an insulin? Okay, gotcha. Is it more like a tablet, like a oral pill? Okay, maybe glipizide. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Okay, gotcha here. And then, okay, that's not gonna problem. We can still actually help you find something that's really good here for you. We actually work with a lot of kidney. Okay, good. And then any alcohol, drug abuse, or pending surgeries. Before I jump into it, I do want to give you my information. Do you have like a pen on you? I want to give you my information.
Just a second.
Okay, sweetheart.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. The first thing I want to give you is my first and last name.
Okay.
That is Peter Roberts. Okay. And I also want to give you my my direct number here. You can call me, you can text me. Anytime you need something, Miss Lori, I'll be here for you. It's this 443. Now, if you need any other information, you let me know. Our company has over 600 5-star reviews on Google. If you need any of that information, you let me know. I really stress the importance that you know exactly who you're talking to today, Miss Lori, okay?
Okay.
Now,
all right. I'm 65. Well, I'll be 65 in September.
Yeah.
And I need, I don't know, the cheapest plan, really. I'm going to be cremated.
Okay.
So, you know, that's basically what I needed to cover.
Okay. So it sounds like to me your goal of the life insurance policy is to make sure that you have something in place to cover your burial expenses, cremation expenses?
Right.
Oh, I see. Now, since you don't have any coverage in place, Miss Lori, who would it be that would be responsible for kind of paying for everything since you don't have anything in place now?
It'd be Sabrina.
Okay, so Sabrina would be, is that your daughter?
Yes.
Oh, I see. So, okay, gotcha. And now since you don't have anything in place, would she be in a position right now where she could come out of pocket maybe $5,000 to $7,000 for your burial arrangements, or would that be tough for her?
No.
Oh.
It would be tough for her.
Oh my gosh, wow. What would she have to do? Oh my gosh.
I don't know. She would probably get with the family and see what they could do, but she would be the one that's over everything.
Oh, okay, so if something happened to you and you didn't have the insurance, you would have to like probably raise the money. Would she have to go into debt or something?
I don't know what she would do. She would probably do a GoFundMe or something.
Oh,
you know.
Okay, gotcha. So she would have to start a GoFundMe. And I know that could be an option. Why would you want to have life insurance? Why not go that route?
Right. Well, see, I would want to have life insurance. I've just not been in the position where I can get life insurance.
Oh, okay, gosh. And when you say position, what do you mean by that? Is it more of like the approval? Can you walk me through what do you mean by that?
It's the financial situation.
Oh, yeah.
Because I have a 14-year-old son.
Oh, cool.
Or 15-year-old son, and him and I live on $1,600 a month.
Okay.
So, you know, that's kind of tough with a teenager.
Yeah, with the economy. I was going to ask you, we specifically help people who are on fixed incomes. Is that you?
That's me.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, but it sounds like I want to make sure we're on the same page here. It sounds like, you know, just as a mother that, you know, if something happens to you, you want to have a life insurance policy in place where, you know, your daughter, Sabrina, is taken care of. She's not stuck with any of those funeral expenses, and ultimately she's not having a GoFundMe. Is that all about right?
That's about right.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense here for you. Now, I can hear how important this is. How would that make you feel knowing that you could put a solution in place to make sure that, you know, Sabrina is taken care of? How would that make you feel?
That would make me feel good, you know, and if there's some left over, she would be the one to get it, because she's the one that, you know, when I get down and stuff, I mean, I was down for a year and a half.
Wow.
And my son was 12, 13.
Yeah. Okay.
And he is the one that nursed me.
Oh my
I
gosh.
had a big open wound on one side. I had a colostomy bag on the other, and I told him,
It would mean a lot to you to have a life insurance in place, so they get a little something extra. That would probably mean a lot to you, wouldn't it?
right,
Wow,
yeah.
your son's like your hero. Oh my gosh.
Exactly. I mean, 13 years old.
Oh my gosh, you can't teach that.
And he's cleaning up all this mess, and
Wow.
yeah.
I can hear how much you love your kids. They supported you, and the last thing you want to do is leave them this bill, right? You want to make sure you got something small in place for them. Okay,
right.
gotcha.
And he's not even my blood kid. I adopted him.
Oh my, and he's still doing all unbelievable. Wow.
Yeah. And right now he's back with his biological parents. That was the thing when I took him. I said, "You guys get your life straightened out. I'll give him back to you."
Yeah.
And so I gave him back to him 2 years ago, last year.
Wow.
And he'll be a sophomore in high school next year.
I mean, have you been looking around for something like this for a while now, or is it something you realized you just kind of needed?
Well, I've kind of been looking, but I'm in the middle of moving into my RV because rent is so high, and I didn't like where I was living.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of renovating my RV a little at a time.
Yeah.
And so, it's just, but I need to do this too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, what makes you say you need to do this? Why now?
Because it's going to get higher as my age gets older.
Oh, So you want to be able to lock it in while you're as young as you can be and as healthy as you can be. Makes sense. And
right.
When you've been shopping, has it just been too expensive? Have you gotten any quotes? What have they been telling you?
I haven't gotten really any quotes. I've just kind of been looking around. I had some with a couple of companies, and then things got kind of tight, so I let it go.
Oh my gosh.
But,
how much? What companies did you have? How much did you have?
I had who was it? Friendly or something like that.
Okay. And how much were? How much were they? How much were they making?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't remember how much it was.
Okay. Do you know how much coverage they got you?
I think it was 25.
Oh wow, that's a lot. That was probably a couple, almost 150, 200 bucks, probably something up there, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. But you just want something small just to cover your cremation so you can sleep better at night so that your kids aren't burdened, right?
Right.
Okay, well I'm gonna do my best here for you. Now, you mentioned you are planning for more or cremation, right? So you're looking for anywhere from like $5,000 to $10,000. That's all you're looking for?
Right.
Okay.
Right. About 10,000, yeah.
Okay, and then are there any other bills or debts that you'd be worried about leaving behind to Sabrina?
No.
Okay, okay, gotcha. And do you feel like life insurance could be like the solution that would give you the peace of mind that you're looking for? Would this give you like the peace of mind?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Now, would you say having just like, since you don't have anything in place at all right now, would you say having like a little bit, is that better than I guess having nothing at all?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now, we work with people who are on fixed incomes, Miss Lori. So, people on fixed income, Social Security, or disability. If I could find you something that's both comfortable and affordable for you here statewide, would there be anything holding you back to see if we can get you approved here today?
Other than I don't get paid until probably the 28th.
Okay.
So between around the 28th and the 3rd, that's when I get paid.
Oh, yeah. Well, I appreciate you sharing that. Yeah, we don't hit the start thing. We can always set up for a date that makes sense for you. Now, some companies will give you like a 10% discount. I got to check this box. Do you happen to have one of those active checking accounts?
Yes.
Okay, let me put that 10% discount. Now, you let me know if this is exactly what you're looking for here. What we're going to be looking at is whole life insurance. Miss Lori, something where that monthly payment will never go up, the coverage amount will never go down, and it's something that will never expire. It will be there for you your whole entire life so that you can go to bed at night knowing that no matter what, your daughter is taken care of. Is that kind of what you're looking for?
That's what I'm looking for.
Okay, so here's the good news. I plugged in all your information. It shows that you are eligible for the best option statewide out of all 26 companies. It's with a company called, have you heard of those guys before?
No, I haven't.
Oh, really? I mean, they've been in business for a while now, since 1960. They haven't missed a payout claim in over 50 plus years. They're a really well-known and established company. They also have a great rating with with an A plus with the Better Business Bureau. So what that means is they'll pay out their claims within 24 to 48 hours. Okay. Now, with this company, Miss Lori, this is really, really important. I need you to listen here. So they're the only company with your diabetes, your diabetic neuropathy, that will not stick you in a 2-year waiting period, okay? Which is an absolute blessing. Every other company here statewide is gonna make you wait 2 years before the policy pays out, except this company. Meaning, if something happens to you tomorrow, your daughter actually gets the policy amount. Do you just see how important that is?
Oh, yeah. My question is this an accident policy or is this...
Great question. Great question. Yeah, if you pass away from natural causes, an accident, any type of death, and there is no waiting period. The minute that you make your first payment is when the coverage kicks in. There is no waiting period.
Okay.
Is that what you're looking for?
That's what I'm looking for.
Okay, yeah, I mean, we work with over 26 companies. This is, again, the only company with the kidney disease that will actually not stick you in a waiting period. So I'm crossing my fingers here. Now, they have 3 options for you, Miss Lori. You can go up, down, sideways, based off of your budget and your needs. It's just really important that we just find you something that's nice and comfortable and affordable for you here today, okay?
Right.
So they have something small. We'll start low and we'll work our way up, because I know you just want to make something that's affordable for you. Now, the first option is what's called the starter option, okay? This is for just people who want to have a little something in place. This is $10,000, okay? The $10,000 coverage, what that would do, that would cover all of your cremation expenses now and into the future, and it would even leave your daughter about $3,000 to $4,000 left over. A cremation could be anywhere from $3,000 to $7,000, but this would take care of all that now and to the future, and leave your daughter some leftovers as well. This $10,000 policy, there's absolutely no waiting period. If you can get approved, the $10,000 would be $56.90 per month. Okay.
Okay.
The next option up is what's called the most common. This is the $15,000. I don't know if I'd recommend this, but this is what most people go with. This would cover all of your cremation expenses and leave your daughter a good maybe $9,000 to $10,000 left over, so she can also give that to your son. That $15,000 would cover all your cremation. Would be $85.35 for that $15,000. Okay. Now the last option is the $20,000. I don't recommend this, but they make me present this to you. I don't really recommend this. If you were my mother, I don't think you'd need all this. $20,000 would cover all your burial expenses now and into the future. It would cover all your cremation and leave your daughter and your son a good $15,000 or even $12,000 left over. But I don't know if this is in your budget, but again, I don't recommend that for you. The $20,000 would be $113.80 per month. Okay. Now, our biggest challenge, Miss Lori, again, this is the only company, but you fill me in as a mother. Do you feel like that $15,000 or the $10,000? What would give you the most peace of mind?
$10,000. Now, if I want to raise it later, can I?
Yeah, great question. Miss Lori, I want you to know that I'm always going to be here for you. So what most people do is we'll start with the $10,000, and then every 3 to 6 months we can always check back and always increase it later down the road. Would that be helpful for you to start with something small so you can sleep better at night, and then eventually raise it so that $10,000 works?
Yeah, that would probably work for me.
Okay, and that $10,000 for that $56.90 per month, is that comfortable and affordable for you? If something happens,
yeah, that's good.
Okay, because I don't want to get you a policy that you can't keep, but you promise me that can work for you. I'm looking out for you.
Right.
Okay, hon. Well, let me explain how the process works for you. Okay. What we're gonna do is we have to submit the application.
Okay, that's great.
Okay. Well, sweetheart, you have a blessed rest of your weekend. Congratulations, and I'll see you soon. Okay.
Okay. Have a blessed day.
All right. Bye, Miss Lori. Bye bye. So guys, that was a 1-call close let me share with you some information. So that lady was looking for life insurance. She was an old lead that we generated. Let me break down the commission on how much money that you can make when you sell life insurance. So let me break that down. She actually got an accidental death benefit added to it. So let me share with you. So her policy premium was $61.90. Okay, I literally made one phone call and I sold that. She texted and I called her. She said yes to a drip message, and I called her and it was 55 minutes. We made some moolah. So $61.90 was her premium. You multiply that by 12, that's $742.80. Okay, that's the annual premium. Now you multiply that by your commission rate. At this carrier, we get 120. Okay, so you're gonna get 120. Let's go 61.90 times 12. So when you multiply by 120 comp rate, you get $891.36, and then you ultimately multiply that by your advance rate. This company in particular is only gonna advance us 50% of this. It's gonna be our front end cash collected. You times that by 50, we're gonna get $445.68. So as long as she makes her first premium, we will receive this commission. That lead was generated for less than, let's say $12. So we took a $12 lead and turned that into $445 in 1 hour. This was just in literally 1 hour. So you repeat this, so you do this over and over and over, and this is how you can make, and this is how I have learned, especially selling over $10,000 of premiums each and every week. I've learned to make over $10,000 profit each month after lead cost, after expenses, and it's by selling life insurance. Instead of telling you how to do it, I wanted to show you guys how to actually do it and show you guys real evidence, a real call, and real data. You can hear Miss Lori was stoked, we got her approved, and that's how you make money from your home with your cell phone, calling and selling life insurance. If you guys want more of this video, please comment below. I hope this guys get you fired up. You wanna learn more how to sell life insurance, feel free to check out more videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, cheers.